Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Shavi Zane, and I am coming on to do a reading for the collective. So, I'm not going to, I don't expect that the message will get too deep. I want to kind of lighten things up a little bit in this particular message because things have been pretty deep lately, especially with the revelations that have been coming through intuitively that I've been sharing with you all in my other messages. But unless it happens to get deep, I can't really control the narrative, but I do want to kind of bring some light to help guide you along your path, especially if you are, wondering what steps should you take at this time, what moves should you be making, are you going down the right path? If you have any questions, hopefully this message will bring some light to help give you some guidance. So I will be pulling the cards. And I did pull a couple of cards in regards to seeing health-wise before I get into it. What are some things that you all could be working on? What came out is that exercise is needed at this time for the collective, needing to get out and to move around. We got exercise, movement came out as well. Then we also have here bloating and gas, okay? And then also anemia. Some of you might be dealing with anemia, okay? And so, of course, exercise and movement go hand in hand. So needing to, maybe do some stretching, or, if you like to do yoga, if you like to do cardiovascular type of exercises where you like to get that blood pumping. Some of you might be runners. Whatever it is that you enjoy doing, you're being called to do more of that, okay? Because I know I could, actually recently I did some exercise and I hadn't done that in a minute. And so I felt really good doing it. And also bloating and gas. This can happen when you're not moving around enough. And so more movement will actually help to get all of that excess trapped air out. And it can also deal with your diet, of course. And then, of course, in terms of anemia, this could be lack of oxygenated foods. You might need to add more green vegetables, live, fresh vegetables to your diet. You can also... you can also use, what do you call it? Supplements such as spirulina, chlorella, green smoothies, and getting outside and doing deep breathing exercises is actually going to help to oxygenate your blood as well. So conscious breathing will help to get that oxygen flowing throughout your blood. So that's what I'm seeing here in terms of health. Now, so let's see what's happening with your external circumstances and what type of guidance I can give you, what type of advice you might need moving forward. So let me see what is going on here. Okay, I got 3 cards coming out. I really want to pull one at a time, y'all. So, okay, y'all must have a lot to say because we got 3 cards again. I want 1 card at a time. So we have the Knight of Wands coming out in the reverse, okay? This could be that energy of kind of scattered energy, but needing to slow down. This is usually my player card, coming out of that energy of being a player and wanting to put that energy, that type of energy to rest, okay? Maybe you've gotten that out of your system for some of you, but let's see. What is the Knight of Wands in the reverse? What does that mean for the collective? Okay. So we have coming out the 8 of Wands. Communication. Okay. Someone wants to communicate something here, whether it's you wanting to communicate to someone or someone wanting to communicate with you. Maybe in regards to hanging up their player ways, or... Let's see, what is this? But this is all, the 8 of Wands is about forward movement. It's about taking action, unstoppable forward movement here. So I feel like somebody is ready to take the leap of faith and take action into a new direction. Okay. Oh, y'all got cards flying all over the place. So we have the Queen of Wands coming out. So we got all types of wands on the board. So many of you maybe fire signs, or maybe you have someone in your energy right now who is a fire sign. But the Queen of Wands is being confident. So if somebody wants to come in and communicate to you, okay, because maybe they admire your confidence, your courage. Maybe they admire your creative abilities. Maybe they admire your attractiveness, your beauty. But someone is drawn to you and wants to communicate with you. And it's definitely showing me that you all are sitting in your power, okay? You're feeling good. You're feeling vibrant. And this is unstoppable forward movement towards your creative endeavors. I feel like this is you taking control of your life and moving towards those things that you enjoy doing, those things that you are passionate about, because the wands also deal with passion, that fiery energy. So let's see. Okay, so we have the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse and the 5 of Pentacles. Now this would be about taking losses. Someone might have had to abandon a family structure and might have even taken some financial losses as a result of that. But at the same time, we're starting off with someone feeling very passionate and excited about moving into a new direction. And so there is two different energies that I'm picking up on here. So this could be you, take it how it resonates, okay? Whether you are the person who is having to walk away from an unstable, unhappy family structure, which was not built on a solid foundation, something that has come down, long-term situation, and have abandoned a situation, and maybe you're not feeling as happy about that, but something that wasn't wish fulfillment. So maybe no longer taking action towards this situation to move towards something new or someone new. Okay, so this could be someone coming towards you or you going towards someone. But I see forward movement here towards a new direction, towards something that you're passionate about. So let me see. Okay, so some of you, what you may be connected to someone, you know, I'm not going to keep saying that. Y'all just take it how it resonates in terms of your circumstances. So I'm just going to say you for the sake of just assuming that it's you. But if it's not you, then place it where it belongs, okay? And this may not resonate with everybody. If it doesn't, that's fine. Come back next time, you know, for a message that resonates with you. Okay. All right, so this is the Star in reverse. This is about no longer feeling hopeful or faithful in a circumstance. And I feel like this is largely dealing with a long-term commitment, potentially even a marriage here, okay? Because we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, which will indicate a family structure, which is you're no longer receiving fulfillment or happiness in this because it's unstable. And so some losses may have been taken as a result of having to walk away or abandon this situation. But again, you had lost your faith in it. You was no longer happy with this. And it can also indicate releasing yourself from traditional belief systems, from certain conditioning that you might have had from one generation to the next, maybe abandoning certain ways of viewing spirituality and feeling passionate about taking a different path. For some of you, that could be what this is about, but I feel largely it's about walking away from a long-term commitment or family structure that was no longer fulfilling. You had lost faith in this situation. There's no longer any happiness there. And it's just a cold environment. It's something that it's no longer any warmth or that home feeling, that feeling of stability or protection. Just it's something about it that was unstable. And so I feel like someone is feeling passionate about moving into a new direction. So we have the Ace of Wands here and the Knight of Cups. I'm hearing that someone wants to put away their player ways, okay? Someone wants to come forward with a genuine offer of emotional, an emotional offer, maybe even an apology. but they don't want to come in with the wand as the forefront of their intention. So the wand can also be symbolic of the male phallic, okay? It could be a passionate energy, a passionate new spark. But with it coming out in the reverse, it's showing me that somebody wants to come forward and make an offer, an emotional offer, an apology, but they want to leave out anything that might suggest a player type of energy. Somebody might be going back and forth in their own mind, though, as to whether or not this offer will be received, because they may have abandoned the situation. Maybe there was a connection where there was an initial spark, because the Ace of Wands can deal with that initial spark that kind of sizzles out pretty fast. And so maybe this person stopped taking action in the past because they had to iron out some things in regards to a marriage, maybe a divorce that was still in process, or a long-term family structure that they were still working on ironing out the situation and completely releasing themselves from. And now they're starting to see they no longer have any faith in this. I feel like this person has completely freed themselves from this situation and wanting to come forward to make an offer. So let's see. There's a lot of changes that are happening, though, and I feel like it's exciting. It's exciting at the same time, but there are changes. Yeah, somebody is taking action here. Somebody is taking the control of their life. They're taking the reins of their life, and they're moving forward. Some of you might be getting ready to travel, but the Chariot indicates forward movement, and actually being able to move towards your success boldly, courageously, confidently. It's a lot of solar plexus energy here, which indicates that you're feeling confident about your pursuits, or someone is feeling confident about coming towards you to make this offer. And they want to come forward with straightforward communication. I feel like someone might be coming towards this Queen of Wands here. Okay, someone might be coming forward to make an offer towards the Queen of Wands after leaving behind a long-term commitment that was cold, and where they no longer had faith in this. There was no healing happening in the connection. Yeah, the Ten of Cups is in the reverse. So it was not a happy household. And I feel like, you know, they got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Ten of Cups in reverse. That's a completion of cycles when you have the number 10s coming out like this. And so that cycle has completed for someone. And I feel like that is the fact that they're able to come forward and say that they fully released this situation. Now they're able to come forward with a genuine offer, a genuine apology. Now they're able to come forward confidently towards you, or you're able to move confidently towards this person who is sitting in the Queen of Wands energy, which means this person is over here. I feel like this Queen of Wands, though, I do feel that the person, whether it's you or the person that you might be going towards, they do miss this connection. I wasn't expecting a love reading, but apparently this is where it's going. For some of you, it may not be dealing with love. It could be dealing with work. You might be leaving behind an institution, a work environment that you might have been in for a long period of time. And you might have taken some financial losses for this decision that you made before. Most of you, I feel like this is dealing with family. Just because the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles have come out, I feel like this was a long-term connection here. So someone is moving, or I don't know, I can't say necessarily moving. Someone is taking action forward and maybe traveling for work, making a lot of changes in their life, though. And I feel like they are leaving behind old moral conditionings, tradition, and they're starting to see existence from a whole different set of eyes. Okay, what this could be you. You're starting to see life from a totally different perspective. You're starting to see the connection between everything that exists within you and around you. And I feel like you're starting to become more transparent. And I also feel that you may have had to fight off people who wanted to cause burdens in your life because of this newfound way of seeing things, this newfound understanding that you have, or you coming into remembrance of who you are and what life is truly about. And now it's like you want to be able to share this experience with someone who you're very passionate about. And so you're ready to take this journey. I feel like it's an exciting journey that you're getting ready to embark on. And you have people who you had to release in order to make this happen. It's like you're releasing one person and you're grabbing hands with another, but you're being guided down this path. This is a journey that you're being guided to take. And I feel like you're no longer resisting it. You're no longer fighting against it. You're now just kind of going with the flow of life and recognizing that change was needed, recognizing that this time of change is actually going to take you towards something that's going to bring a lot of happiness and fulfillment here. I do see that this tower, having to release this old family structure where things were not stable, it was very painful. And I feel like for a long time you might have tried to avoid, you might have done everything to avoid this tower moment, but you knew in your heart that it was inevitable. You knew in your heart that this was not built on a solid foundation. And so eventually this situation would have come down. So if this is a partnership, you knew eventually it was going to come down because there was a lot of chaos, a lot of pain that was behind these walls, a lot of darkness that was taking place within this home, a lot of heartbreak that was happening here, maybe a lot of betrayal. And you might have even lost a zeal or a passion or that spark for life. That's why we have coming out movement, exercise, anemia. You might have started eating unhealthy foods. You might not have been working out as much if you are the type of person that like to get out and move around. It's something about losing that passionate spark for life. And so you wasn't able to embody that in the structure or in the connection that you was in. Be it friends, family, work environment. There was something about it that just wasn't allowing you to just be free and to live, to grow, to expand. So let's see what else is coming out here. Okay, we have the Hierophant in the reverse and the Three of Pentacles. So for many of you, you're leaving a work environment, okay, where you felt like you was not able to work well with these people anyway. Maybe there was something about a unstable foundation within the workplace. And also, I feel like you might have taken some time out to just go and be alone for a time. You took some time out to go and be alone, and now it's like you're ready to come out of hermit mode. I feel like you're ready to embrace life. You're ready to move towards something new. You're ready to get your zeal and your spark back again, okay? Because I feel like you had lost that. And so some of you might be leaving a work environment as well. Maybe traveling for a new position. So let's see here. You definitely have a new opportunity when it comes to something that's going to bring you a lot of emotional fulfillment, whether it's love, again, your new job, something that's going to bring a lot of happiness and fulfillment, an overflow of happiness and fulfillment. And it's going to take you out of this energy where you was very stressed out, maybe losing a lot of sleep, and just overthinking. A lot of overthinking, especially at night. Very emotional at times, maybe even feeling lonely. You know, you might have had a lot of people around you, but these were people that was not genuinely working towards you, working with you for your highest good. It's like you had people around you that was actually working against you, that was bringing burdens into your life. So I feel like you had a lot of people around you that you had to separate yourself from emotionally. And for a time, it might have brought about a lot of emotions for you, you know, where it was very painful. But I feel that you've done some work on yourself. You've decided to take your power back. You've gained a lot of knowledge while you was in hermit mode. You gained a lot of wisdom and clarity. And you gained a lot of wisdom, not just about the people that were around you, but you also shined that light on yourself. and started to do some inner work and deep reflecting on yourself and in terms of your belief systems and how you had been brought up. And I feel that you was able to gain the clarity that showed you why it was necessary, why this point in your life is time for a change, why this point in your life is time to begin a new cycle. And from this point forward, I feel like you're starting a new season for yourself where you're going to have a lot of happiness, but you're coming out of this energy. You're no longer going to allow yourself to miss out on opportunities here, because I feel like you might have been around someone. Some of you was dealing with a relationship or in a connection with someone who was very emotionally codependent on you. They was very emotionally unstable. And you probably was missing out on an opportunity because of your attachment to this person. I feel like it was very draining to you, okay, in your energy because of your attachment to this person. And there was a lot of heartbreak as a result of that. Yeah, so this is you ready to move towards a new direction, turning your back on all of those things that do not serve you and ready to have a new outlook on life, okay? Ready for your ships to come in. And this is also the card of travel. So you got a couple of cards out that indicate that you may be getting ready to travel. And I feel like you're planning, you're preparing to go towards someone, or someone is preparing to come towards you to make an offer here. Someone here is very focused on their craft. Someone is very focused in on their work and perfecting their skills so that they can have success moving forward. And so, let's see. There might be some concern that you may not receive this offer that's coming in. Someone might be concerned about that. So let's see. Yes, someone is concerned that they may not be successful when they come forward to make this offer for you, because maybe in the past they was not offering equal give and take. Maybe in the past they was crumb feeding you, okay? With their love, crumb feeding you with their communication, crumb feeding with their emotions. And maybe you felt as if this person, yeah, I feel like this person was unhappy in their own situation, or maybe you was unhappy in your situation, and so you was not able to offer yourself up emotionally. You was emotionally unavailable because you were still healing from a lot of the pain and the tower moments that you had experienced within your personal life, and so you was not able to give your heart to this connection, or even considering new love, because for some of you, you don't have a connection per se, but you was not able to even embrace the idea of accepting new love into your life, because you had taken so many losses in the past that you had closed off your heart to love. And you had also closed off your heart to maybe even moving towards a new work situation that will be more in alignment with what you're passionate about and what gives you that spark and allows you to function in your own creative energy. Some of you might be leaving a career path and moving towards starting your own business. I am seeing that here as well with the Eight of Pentacles here. This is about perfecting your own craft and working autonomously, you know, being able to do things independently, not having someone looking over your shoulders, but doing what you love and perfecting it, becoming very good at it, and actually creating a lot of abundance for yourself as a result. I see that you're moving into this energy of balancing things out for yourself, though. So that's a beautiful thing. I do feel that you're making the right decision in terms of releasing yourself from those people who you was constantly in battle with and always felt the need to, you know, wear this heavy gear that kept you ready for the next fight, ready for the next argument, ready for the next battle, never able to just be transparent and authentic in your nature, okay? Okay, so let me see this card. This came out in reverse on the floor. This is the Seven of Swords. So you're no longer deceiving yourself, and I feel like you've unmasked those around you who was trying to deceive you as well. And so yeah, you're turning your back away from this type of energy. You don't even want that type of stress in your life anymore. And I feel like you might have even revealed or unmasked some secrets in regards to this family structure that you had to abandon, or had to walk away from, because you realized that there was no there was no hope in this situation. There will be no healing of this situation because there was a lot of deception that was happening behind your back in this family situation, this family dynamic, okay? So, let me see. Concerning the Queen of Wands, oh wow. So this is a love connection. The Queen of Wands, as I told you all in the beginning, would be someone coming forward to communicate, and someone who is very passionate about this Queen of Wands. So this could be online communication, this could be a phone call, this could be anything, but it's definitely a lot of passion that is being sent towards this Queen of Wands. Even if it's energetically, you just have a lot of passion for this person because this is a soulmate. And so I do strongly feel that life circumstances, all of these changes that have been happening around you, it was destined for things to play out the way that they have, because you're actually being ushered in towards, wow, you're being ushered in towards your Queen of Wands, your divine partnership, your soulmate connection. And stepping into this Emperor energy is all about taking back control of your life, taking charge of your life, and building a very firm foundation based on the wisdom that you've been able to gain over time. So somebody is ready to come in and to be very serious about a connection because they've learned a lot of life lessons, and they've learned the importance of coming forward with honor and integrity. I feel, you know, the king of the emperor is someone who is a protector. He's a provider. He's very wise. He gives great wisdom. He is the emperor of his empire. He's a boss. So I feel like somebody is ready to come forward. This could be a connection between two people where you have someone who's a little bit older, okay? It could be an older masculine and a younger female, or vice versa. It doesn't have to be. It could be an older woman and a younger man. But however it goes, these are two people, two fire sign energies. So this could be, both of you could be fire signs, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or you can have these signs in your chart, very dominant in your chart somewhere if you know your astrology chart. But I do see that two people who are very passionate about one another are getting ready to make a soulmate connection that's very much so in alignment here, okay? A very balanced and stable connection. Okay, so yeah, we got the Four of Swords and the Two of Swords. So the Four of Swords indicates that you've been doing some healing. You've been praying, you've been meditating, you've been getting that necessary rest. And you've been healing from that Three of Swords, because that's that three swords up there. You've been healing from that past pain and heartbreak. You're no longer at a crossroads here, though. No longer indecisive about which direction you want to go in. You're no longer blinded to what was taking place around you. You see everything clearly now because you took the time out to heal. You took a very necessary break after a very traumatic situation, okay? Something that caused a lot of pain, but it was necessary pain so that you could actually get into the space of seeing things for what it is and no longer sitting blindfolded, guarding your heart, constantly ready for battle, protecting yourself, and no longer, you know, just not being in that position of love. You know, your heart was closed off for a long time because of the pain and a lot of the deceptive energy that you had around you. And so now you're able to put your guards down. You don't have to keep your guards up anymore, and you don't have to sit in that energy of indecisiveness anymore because you've healed and you've gained whatever revelation it is that you need in order to take charge of your life and move forward. So someone who might have walked away is coming back with the Eight of Cups here. Now that they see things clearly. So they might have had to take a break. If you created a if you had an initial spark with someone that didn't necessarily get off the ground, okay, maybe there was never any sexual connection between the two of you. It was just more like a very strong magnetic connection where you knew that this person was your soulmate, okay, you can feel the energy, but it never went anywhere because this person had a long-term commitment that they still had to clean up, okay, that they still had to sever ties with, not just physically, but emotionally. They had to release themselves from that connection because there was a lot of pain that they had to heal from. And so I feel like there was a break in regards to this connection, and now this person is ready to come back, but they're ready to come back with a serious offer because they recognize who you are to them now. Now that the fog has cleared and they're no longer confused, they've recognized who you are. So I think they now have a new passion and a new zeal for this connection. Okay, someone is not giving up, okay? In spite of all the pain and the betrayal that they have been through, this person has been battered, they've been bruised, they've been beat down, but they have not given up. This person is the wounded warrior. This person is someone who is very strong, even though right now they might feel weak. You know, that's why you need to get out and exercise. Look, right behind that, we have the Empress. So now we have the Emperor and the Empress on the board, which strongly indicates a divine couple that's coming together, a divine union that's coming together. These types of unions are unbreakable, but you might have some hiccups along the way in terms of the connection actually coming together, because these two people have to go through a whole lot, and they have to heal and actually gain the life lessons and gain that wisdom. They have to first balance out their own masculine and feminine energies within them before they can actually create these divine partnerships together or attract these partnerships to them. And so this is a divine union that is coming together, a true soulmate union that is coming together that's going to attract a lot of abundance. The Emperor and the Empress create empires. So the two of you are going to have a very, very powerful connection that is unshakable, okay? This is a beautiful connection, soulmate connection. But again, the Emperor and the Empress had to go through a lot. But these are two people who do not give up. They continue down the path in spite of the betrayal. They get up, they heal, they dust themselves off, and they continue to persevere. But they might also create, you know, they can become guarded, okay? When you go through things like this, you might have built up a protective wall around yourself because of what you had gone through. But I feel like now you're ready to release the burdens. You're ready to release all of these wands that you've had to use to protect yourself. You're ready to release all of those things that you held on to because you don't need this anymore. You don't need to be guarded against this person because this is your divine union. This is who you're supposed to be with. This is the one that the Most High crafted specifically for you. Okay? And so you don't need to be in this energy of being guarded anymore. You can release the burdens and step into your authentic self, okay? This person, someone is going to come forward to make an offer of love, to make an apology, to express their feelings here. Someone is putting down the third-party situations. They no longer want to deal with multiple people. They no longer want to have you in a third-party situation. This person wants to come forward with a genuine offer here. They've gained their strength now to come forward, because I feel like this person might have even blocked communication with you with the King of Swords in reverse. They might have stopped talking to you because they had to first release all of this extra drama and chaos. And they might have even stopped communication to avoid chaos or any confrontational energy with you. But this person is going to be traveling. Someone is going to be moving towards you because they want things to move into a positive direction here. So let me see what else is coming out. I'm going to pull from a different deck. So we can already clearly see that a beautiful connection is coming together. So congratulations to you all who are coming into union with your divine partners, because that's what brings balance into the universe. That's what brings change. Okay, we have prosperity lies ahead. So I told you all, these divine unions, you bring a lot of you attract abundance to you, because with all of this green here, that is an example of the heart chakra. The heart chakra is green. And so that attracts abundance in all ways, not just material abundance, but peace, abundance of love, abundance of laughter, happiness. Don't let pride get in your way. So, and then you have here, let me see, don't let pride get in your way. Then you have here, let your fears dissolve. That's the full moon in Cancer. Okay, and then don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Some of you might be Leos. Like I said, we have a lot of fire energy here. And then new moon in Taurus. Some of you may be Taurus as well. And so don't let fear get in the way of you being open to this connection, because I feel like because things didn't get off the ground initially, you might be very guarded when this person does come towards you, and that's why someone is concerned that when they do come in, that you may not accept their offers, you know, however that goes for you. And so don't let pride get in your way, because I feel like it's very clear that the two of you love each other, okay? That much is clear. Because this is a destined union. And so fear, you might cover up the fear with pride, okay? So you want to, you know, hear this person out, allow them to express themselves, because the two of you are going to have a very abundant relationship. So you might be thinking, okay, well, it's over and done with, but this says nothing is yet set in stone, okay? And so a lot of emotions here with the water being here, you know, a lot of emotions surrounding this connection, but nothing is yet set in stone. Once you let your fears dissolve, I feel like all of that turmoil, all of that heightened emotion, that it's going to dissolve, and you'll be able to smooth things out in terms of the way that you feel, in terms of your emotions, because this water is still, okay? It's not very turbulent here. But because you don't see ahead, because this person has not come to you, your emotions might be high. They might be heightened, okay? And you might think it's over, but this is saying nothing is yet set in stone. So don't allow your pride to get in the way based on how you feel. This says be proud of yourself. So many of you have, you know, you need to be proud of the fact that you've taken back control of your life. You've taken your power back. You've healed. You've released people that do not serve you. You've made some very bold moves, okay? And you're actually moving towards those things that bring you happiness and fulfillment. It takes a lot of courage to do that, because a lot of people will stay in long-term commitments, family situations, traditional, you know, certain belief systems for the sake of pleasing others, being a people pleaser, and to keep from having to become uncomfortable to go through the healing process. People want to avoid having to go into hermit mode, because the only way that you can be transform is to go into the cocoon first. So you have to release a lot of things, whether it be habits, people, places, you know, most of the time it's all of those things, in order to go within and to really see this thing from a higher perspective. And so be proud of yourself, because you took the necessary steps in order to make this happen for yourself. Okay? You took the necessary steps. And that's why all of this green here indicates abundance. Okay? Plentiful when it comes to abundance and renewal of life and strength. Be proud of yourself for making those changes. Okay? Because that's being the generational curse breaker. When you do something that no one else has ever done. And when you take that path, the road less traveled, not knowing where it's going to take you, but you're just trusting the process and you're healing along the way. And so that's what many of you have done. And so this is why you have so many beautiful things that's coming towards you as a result of that. This card came out in the reverse, boredom and discontentment. So you're no longer sitting back, you know, not allowing yourself to get out of this energy. You're now saying, no, I'm not going to sit around being bored and discontent with my circumstances, not trying to see all of the possibilities that exist outside of the four walls that I'm in. No, I'm going to get up. I'm going to come out of this situation, and I'm going to be bold and courageous to create my own foundation. And that's what you've done. Okay? So let me see. This says, embrace the flow of life. So now you're going with the flow. Now you're no longer trying to control the narrative, because you see that everything happens in divine timing and in divine order, okay? And so I do feel like this is two people that's coming together to embrace the flow of love, okay? Allowing love to flow. Look at this. This says step outside of your comfort zone. So this is what I was just talking about with you all. Stepping outside of your comfort zone, being bold, taking the road less traveled, doing something different, doing something that most people would never be able to do because they get comfortable with being uncomfortable. But you said no more of that. You don't want to spend the rest of your life living a lie. You want to actually be happy. And so now you're moving into your north node. If some of you know what your north node is, you're moving into your north node energy. You're no longer staying stuck in that south node energy where you're just comfortable there. You see the purpose. You started to listen to your intuition as well, because I see a lot of purple here. You started to listen to your intuition, surrender to the divine. You decided to surrender to the Most High and to allow for the changes, the necessary changes to happen. You decided to release. This says you and your loved ones are safe. And also what came out is taking risks. So yeah, you decided to take some major risks. That's why I told you, narrow is the way. Not everybody can do this, but taking that risk allowed you to rise above your situation and to see it from a higher perspective. And so now you realize that, you don't have to stay in this energy of discontentment. It's safe for you to love, okay? You and your loved ones are safe. You don't have to worry about anybody harming you anymore, anybody stabbing you in the back. It's safe for you to move forward and to pursue your passions and the things that you're passionate about. And this is the new moon in Cancer, okay? So we have the new moon in Cancer. We have the full moon in Cancer. Rejoice in celebration. So you're getting ready to move towards rejoicing and celebrating with your divine partner, or with new people, new co-workers, new friendships. You have some people around you that's going to be this, jealous, very jealous and envious of your forward movement. And they might even verbalize this to you. But with your throat chakra, while you're working on your throat chakra, this is all about speaking your truth, standing your ground, unapologetically expressing that you are creating healthy boundaries for yourself and you're not allowing that energy into your space. But there's definitely someone who's going to be jealous of you being able to celebrate, but they're null and void. Okay, that doesn't even matter, because you're creating freedom. You're moving away from that type of energy. You're not afraid to take bold moves alone anymore, because you understand that being alone is better than having people around you who's deceptive and wearing false masks, who really don't want to see you happy. Okay, they want you to stay blocked off. They want you to stay bored and discontent with life. And so you said, no, I'll take this this journey alone. Okay, I'll take this journey alone. It doesn't matter how many of you are going in that direction. I'm going into a new direction, because you wanted to see something new. So you decided to take the risk to move into a new direction. This says, what do you need to release? What did you need to release? Those types of people that did not want to see you move forward. And so I see beautiful things happening for y'all. Just work through your fears. Whatever fears you might have in terms of taking action and moving into a new direction, work through your fears. Release those things. If there's fears that you're still holding on to and that that are kind of at the forefront of your emotions where you can identify them, then write them down. I release XYZ, and say in spirit and in flesh. And if you're not fully aware of those fears that are actually causing obstacles and blockages for you, then say, I release all fears, known and unknown, in spirit and in flesh, and burn it. Okay? So let me see. Some of you might be dealing with some circulatory issues, maybe some poor circulation in the legs or feet, or swelling. This could be, that's why I told you with this card of movement coming out and exercise. This is very important for you, because that'll help to get that blood flow going and get things circulating again. So let's see what else is coming out. Another one for the root chakra. So anytime you're dealing with the root chakra, that also deals with fear. So needing to release fear. This says unheard or unnoticed. So you might be afraid to speak your truth right now. That's why the throat chakra came out. Working on your throat chakra is very important so that you're able to speak your truth, because if you was unheard or unnoticed as a child, then you might be fearful of expressing your emotions or being vulnerable or speaking your truth, especially if you're the one that is going towards this your counterpart, Or if your counterpart is coming towards you, you might be needing to work on your throat chakra so that you can express yourself and to speak your truth passionately and openly and transparently with them. So let's see what else is coming out here. So work on your root chakra. You can listen to frequencies for your root chakra, wear crystals, dark crystals, red crystals, go out into nature, drink green smoothies. That'll really help you. And that's also going to help you in terms of the anemia, okay? If you're having low iron levels, low oxygen in your blood, deep breathing exercises is really going to help with that as well. And that's going to also help with the poor circulation. Okay, so I have here low self-esteem. This is dealing with your solar plexus. Needing to work on your self-confidence is really important right now, especially coming into a union with your person. I feel like this person finds you to be extremely attractive, okay? A lot, very, very passionate about you. So if you have any insecurities, then that would just be things that you just have to work on internally, releasing certain insecurities so that you can receive and accept this person into your life. You have bullied and inferiority complex. And so you have a lot of cards coming out for the root chakra. So if you was bullied as a child or if you feel inferior, you want to work on your root chakra so that you can come up out of that energy knowing that you're not inferior to anyone. Lacks compassion or empathy. So your heart chakra still needs work to be able to show that compassion and to be able to empathize with others. Stepping into that feminine energy, embracing the feminine side of yourself, because we all possess the masculine and feminine energies. And let me see. I'll take these two and I'll close out, y'all. So we have here holding back your truth, difficulty expressing yourself. This is dealing with your throat chakra once again, okay? And so, excuse me, we saw the throat chakra is coming out here with the number 5. Number 5 indicates change. So making a change in terms of the way that you communicate is very important for you right now. And that's really going to help you as you move and embark on these this new path in your life. And then this is the root chakra. These are recommendations for your root chakra. So most of the cards that came out is in regards to the root chakra, throat chakra. Working on your confidence and working on empathizing with others. What I have here is smoky quartz, hematite, jasper, black tourmaline. These are all crystals that you can invest in. Get you some rings, necklaces, you know, actual crystals, and just keep them close to you. Work with these so that you can balance out your root chakra. You can also listen to 396 hertz or do chanting. Yam chanting will actually help your root chakra. And again, like I told you, one of the best methods is just getting outside into nature as often as possible, planting your feet in the grass, sitting up against a tree, you know. But that's what I got for you all. I hope that this message resonated with you and that you was able to gain some clarity and some guidance in regards to what's happening with you right now. And just continue working on releasing fear. That's very important for you right now. And know that you should be proud of yourself for making such a bold move to move forward towards your happiness, because you have a lot of abundance that's coming towards you as a result of your decision to step outside of your comfort zone, okay? So that's what I have for you all. If you desire a private reading from me, just email me. Thank you all for the donations. You all have been very generous. I do appreciate you. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes and the comments. And I look forward to seeing you all next time.